Alright, everybody, welcome back to yet again another video, and today we have an interesting conversation to talk about. So, we're in the 2022 offseason, and the draft just passed. Slavkovsky, Shane Wright, Simone Nemec, Logan Cooley, Cutter Gauthier, all those good prospects are now on actual NHL teams. Now it's time to talk about the 2023 NHL draft, and we're taking a look at somebody who has been hyped up for a long time. We're taking a look at Connor Bedard today in one of our early type prospect previews. So we're not doing a full-blown prospect preview because obviously there's still another season to be played, but we are going to talk about Bedard for a little bit here. Talk about, well, is he the real deal? And more or less just talk about his journey so far and who he's been lined up to and all this good stuff. So it's going to get interesting here. So first off, with the basic info, he's born July 17th, 2005 in Vancouver, British Columbia. He's a center. He shoots right and is 5'9", 181 pounds. This guy is 2 years older than me, believe it or not, as of right now. And this is the year where the 05 class is now eligible to be drafted. So put in the math. Next year, 2024 is 06, 25 is 07. I could be going in 07. No, I'm kidding. There's no way. So Bedard, he's got the good size to him. I think he needs to get a little bit taller before he's kind of that average NHL height. But he's got the weight. He's got the size. He looks pretty solid so far. And he's putting up the stats to make you think, well, he's playing unbelievable. So in 2020-21, with the Regina Pats in a shortened WHL season, obviously they were in the bubble. It was kind of a shortened year. They played 15 games, had 12 goals, 16 assists for 28 points. Almost 2 points per game on average. Unbelievable. Bedard was just scoring left and right, playing unbelievable hockey. And look, 15 games, 28 points, putting up almost double those statistics. Just unreal. And then in the Canada U18 for World Juniors, he put up double the points in World Juniors. 7 games played, 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points. So he's putting up stats internationally as well. Unbelievable. Bedard is just impressive. He brings the variables to be an amazing hockey player. And he was the first player in WHL history to be granted exceptional status. So pretty big achievement there. In 2021-22 with the Regina Pats, he obviously played a full WHL season where he proved us wrong again. 51 goals, 49 assists for 100 points in just 62 games played. Unbelievable. This guy's putting up amazing statistics in the WHL with the Pats. Crazy. And you know, the Pats, they only had 2 drafted NHL players. The rest of the guys were either inexperienced prospects or prospects who weren't drafted in the NHL. It was only Stanislav Smozil and somebody else. And then they weren't like big picks either. They were minor type picks. Like that Svobodov guy is literally a 3rd round pick. So the Pats don't have that many experienced NHL drafted prospects at all. And Bedard is kind of just carrying them here. Although his team got eliminated in the playoffs, though, he's still playing unbelievable. In the Canada U18 this year in a shortened World Juniors, 4 games played, 6 goals, 1 assist for 7 points. Unfortunately, it is looking like the junior makeups are going to be canceled due to the Hockey Canada allegations as of right now. It really is unfortunate what is going on there, and I hope it gets resolved. And I hope the people who did it are brought to justice, whether it was somebody or not. It's unbelievable. It's terrible. Some of the notes I have here, I'm going to put some highlights on screen as I talk about this. So, the Hockey News is calling him the unbearable weight of massive talent. And the New York Times is calling him the NHL's next big star. So, this guy's really having some high expectations heading into 2022-23. And rightfully so. He's playing just an unbelievable game in Regina. And you look at the previous prospects the past couple of years, Shane Wright, Juraj Slavkovsky, you know, Logan Cooley, Owen Power, Alexis Lafreniere. He's being lined up as the best player since Crosby and McDavid. So we're talking 2015 draft here, and if we're talking about Crosby, we're going back almost 20 years ago to 2005. Unbelievable. He's getting compared to some of the best players in the NHL and in their history, to be honest with you. And here are some of the notes that I've gotten from some articles. He is highly competitive. He has the motivation, 100%. And he's mature. This guy is almost 17 years old. And he just turned 17 a couple days ago because it's July 22nd at the time recording of this video. So he just turned 17 years old. And it is unbelievable what he's doing. And he has the maturity level to talk to the media, to play out there on the ice. And you need that as a young teenager, 100%. It shows that you're a level above all of those other players. He watches hockey when he's not playing. He watches typically Austin Matthews because he wants to master Matthews' type of shot, which I think is very smart because Matthews is obviously one of the most prolific goal scorers in the league right now. Defensively, he's even trying to prove defensively too. You look at Barkov, Bergeron, and Kopitar as three of those guys. Obviously, Selke winners and finalists. So rightfully so, he's looking at those guys as well, and I like it too. And he also was at the 2022 NHL Draft. He was there for the 4 hours where they announced prospects, and he just wanted to see what it felt like, what the feeling was at that NHL Draft. So it is impressive there that he did come from all the way from Vancouver. By the way, he was born in Vancouver, came all the way to Montreal to go visit the NHL Draft. And then as I said, he's lined up to McDavid and Crosby, which I think is an unbelievable comparison. And that really sets the bar high. So, I mean, I'm going to just, you could talk about what teams he goes to. I mean, Chicago, I'm wearing the Blackhawks right now. It seems kind of like the most realistic because the Blackhawks are going to be really, really bad this season. Some of the teams that could potentially, maybe he goes to them as well. Maybe the San Jose Sharks are another team. They're not going to be that good this year at all, especially with hiring David Quinn. But those are the two teams that I probably see most likely him going to. The thing is, he's probably going to a West team. He's probably going to go to a West team, and that does suck because you have McDavid on the West end. You would like to have Bedard on the East end probably, so you can generate more TV revenue on that end. But really, there's no team that I see going to be really, really bad next season besides Philadelphia. And I mean, people say that Philadelphia is going to be better. I don't think they'll be better. I think they'll be worse. And maybe Philadelphia is the team that Bedard goes to. And I wouldn't mind seeing that. Bedard to Philadelphia? Hell yes, please. Give me Bedard. Please. As a Philadelphia native, I would love it. But I don't see an East team being bad next season. Being bad by no surprise that Bedard could go to. So I think the two teams that have the best odds right now are definitely the Sharks and the Blackhawks. The Coyotes could be in there too. Honestly, I mean, the Coyotes are definitely in there, but I think they'll be better next year, so I doubt they get there. But next year is going to be a deep draft. Whether Bedard or not, it's going to be a deep draft, and it's probably going to be one of the best since I'd honestly say probably 2015. There's been some comparisons to that, and we're just talking about Bedard. There's Michkov that I still want to talk about in the video. There's a couple other prospects as well. We're just going to start kind of previewing some of these prospects a little bit early. Next year, though, I do want to do around 15 prospect previews. 15. So I'm not sure if you guys will really be in for that, but we're going to try and make 15 of them over into next season. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts on Connor Bedard in the comments below. Just an unbelievable player for the Regina Pats, and I expect him to really come to the NHL and play unreal. And look, he still has another year playing like this, too. He still has another year to really prove his worth and make himself even better next season. And I would imagine that 100 points in 62 games will be even more higher next year. Maybe even the 160s. I think Bedard could actually honestly reach that potential. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about Connor Bedard in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching. For Ice Porsley, I greatly do appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe down below if you are new. We'll be making more types of videos like this. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.